So this is our second brew in the Robobrew. Second or third? Maybe third. Today we're brewing an ESB
Extra special bitter,
which has got 7.1 kilos of pale malt, 2.2 kilos of flaked corn to make it nice and dry on the mouth, some crystal malt, 600 grams of that, and then the hops, it's all East Kent Goldings, some at 60 minutes, some at 30, some at 15, no dry hops, and 2 packs of SAF04 yeast will be going into our Kegmenter. And there's the counterflow chiller. So far, having gone from the Grainfather to the Robobrew so that we can produce a bit more beer each time, we're pretty happy. Quality seems fairly good, and we're yet to use this counterflow chiller. We've been using the Grainfather one so far, and that's been working quite well, so we're interested to see how this one goes. And up here we've just got a keg boiler with a 2000 watt heating element in it for the sparge water, and that is rigged up to a El Cheapo Chinese eBay special temperature controller. Welcome back, home brewers, to Bevan's Brewing. We've just stepped up the temperature. We're doing our mash out, so we've got a 60-minute mash at 66 degrees and mashing out for 10 at 75. There's the timer there. Yeah, we're using Beersmith. Here is the software that we use. So now it's sparging time. When we're sparging, I like to take the top plate out and just really mix things up a little bit. Found that it does help with efficiency and also gets it draining a little bit faster. Got rice hulls in there as well. I didn't mention those before. Really handy. You can even add them afterwards. If you get a stuck sparge, you could just throw some, say for example this was stuck right now, you could throw some rice hulls in there and it should free it up a little bit. I think there's some physical reasons and some chemistry as well behind. And of course, wouldn't be brewing without a delicious frosty black IPA. So this is one we brewed a couple of weeks ago. Tasty. Alright, so we've just hooked up the counterflow chiller just to sanitize it for first use. We washed it out with the garden hose to make sure there was no nasty stuff coming out of it, and there wasn't, which was good. So thanks to the good folks at Kegland for our fancy chiller. Yeah, just basically sanitizing it. We've just had the last edition, which was a bit of yeast nutrient, and the last edition of the East Kent Golding hops. So here we go. Still at 100 degrees Celsius. And yeah, while we've got a bit of time, here's the Kegmenter. So we've got the pressure cap on it, which we won't be putting on until about 3 days after fermentation is kicked off. We'll let all the nasty stuff come out and then maybe pressurise it pretty low, I don't know, maybe 5 psi or something like that, with the blowtie spunding valve that we've got, which is somewhere around here. Here it is, blowtie spunding valve. So this is a lot better than the old one that we were using that was, this is a diaphragm valve. The old one we were using was just a spring and pocket type arrangement with no pressure gauge. So yeah, this thing does tend to work pretty well. Alright punters, so we're having a couple of these Matilda Bay frothies, local beer, left in my mate's fridge by a guy we don't like, so we're drinking them. And here we are transferring into the Kegmenter. Just took our gravity sample over here, and a little bit heavier than we were expecting, so it'll be a slight amount more boozy than planned, but we think that's due to the maybe 5 litres of boil off we had compared to what we estimated, which was 4. There you go. Physics at work, ladies and gentlemen. So perhaps I didn't mention this before, but Bevan's Brew is 2 brewers, Dave and Chris. So we split the costs and we split the profits, i.e. the beer. And my brewing partner Chris wanted me to, he's quite proud of his water efficient setup where we've got the hot water going directly into his reticulation, which is watering his veggie patch.